Nice to see you again, Mr. Voorhees. Oh, thank you, Mr. Voorhees. I'll leave you in private, like you like, okay?
Big news coming out with a new Friday the 13th film in the works. And it's rumored to be a backstory of sorts. We're going to be seeing Mrs. Voorhees, Jason's mom, which leads us to think we'll be seeing a younger Jason. But the biggest news is that it's going to feature Jason's father.
We're going to go back, and we're going to meet that family.
We're going to meet the family. You're going to meet Pamela, Elias, and Jason. And you're going to see how it all happened.
Yep.
Now that's pretty huge news, considering Friday the 13th is 12 films in, and we've never seen Elias before. So who the hell is this guy? Mr. Voorhees, not yet called Elias, was to appear in the original ending for Part 6, Jason Lives, as seen here, recreated using storyboards for the Deluxe Edition DVD. He can be seen paying the caretaker, who originally didn't die, for looking after his wife and son's graves. In the 1986 novelization of the film by Simon Hawkes, this is the ending. Caretaker Martin doesn't die. Mr. Voorhees shows up and pays Martin to look after his son and wife's graves. Now, fast forward 7 years to 1993 and Jason goes to hell. It's finally revealed here by Robert that Jason's father's name is Elias Voorhees.
Born in 1946 to Elias and Pamela Voorhees, Jason was believed to have drowned in Camp Crystal Lake at the tender age of 11.
Yeah, and a cool little side note, Elias Voorhees was actually going to be Jason's evil twin brother. He was going to make an appearance in Jason Goes to Hell, but I guess the idea was scrapped, and the name just kind of stuck. In 1995, Topps Comics released a 3-part spin-off series from their Jason Goes to Hell comics, titled Jason vs. Leatherface. In this series, Jason becomes friends with Leatherface and eventually joins the cannibals' family. But witnessing the family's beatings, Jason then has a series of flashbacks. It's in these that we finally see Jason's father for the first time. He's depicted as an abusive drunk who picks on the family and repeatedly beats Jason.
Come back here and take your medicine like a man.
We then witness his death by the hands of his wife, named Doris, for no apparent reason, by, what else? Machete. It's not until the 2007 comic, Pamela's Tale, where the story was kind of fixed and expanded upon. However, in this comic, he works in a coal mine and is killed with an axe, not a machete. Pamela then burns down the trailer and ditches his body in Crystal Lake. But just like in the Jason vs. Leatherface comics, Elias is still an abusive asshole who disrespects Jason and Pamela.
Pipe down. I'm listening to my show.
Okay guys, one more mention of Mr. Voorhees in the Friday the 13th expanded universe. And this one's a little weird, so take what you will from it. In the 2005 Black Flame novel, Jason X Death Moon, Elias is mentioned, but this time it has to do with him finding the Book of the Dead, unleashing a demon that then enters his unborn son, Jason. Now, this kind of makes sense because we see the Book of the Dead in the Voorhees house in Jason Goes to Hell. You see, it's all kind of mixed up. Elias has never appeared in any of the films, so there's really no set-in-stone kind of character mold for him. All we know is that he's a real shitty dad and hates Pamela and Jason. That part has kind of stayed consistent throughout the comics. It'll be real fun and interesting to see which route they take it in the new film, but I'm a little skeptical because I don't want my favorite serial killer to have the same broken home kind of childhood as, say, Freddy and Michael. Alright, so in closing, who is Mr. Elias Voorhees? Given all the information available in the expanded Friday the 13th universe, comics, novels, maybe an alternate ending that was never even filmed, this is what we've pieced together. He was a muscular man who worked in a coal mine. He was an abusive alcoholic who repeatedly beat and raped his wife, Pamela. One night, Pamela murdered him with either an axe, a machete, hell, maybe even both, and disposed of his body in Crystal Lake. Now, loosely, sometime before his death, he discovered the Book of the Dead and released a demon into his unborn son, Jason. With the help of the Book of the Dead, he was able to come back, bring caretaker Martin back from the dead, and pay him to look after his son and wife's graves. Does that work? We said loosely, guys. We said loosely. Guys, the new Friday the 13th film is scheduled for a 2017 release. We will have plenty more videos like this, film theories and updates. It's an awesome time to be a Friday the 13th Jason fan, so be sure to click that subscribe button. And just remember, until the new film comes out, this is your Mr. Elias Voorhees. Thanks for watching, guys.